And that way you can be your sister's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a girl's girl. Because I know deep down inside,
No, for them it's the reverse, ma'am.
no, it definitely does have, women.
Reverse. Deep down, they do not want to be a girl's girl.
They do.
On the surface, they want to be a girl's girl. That's why they post and they share all the comments and girlhood and sisterhood and woo! This time, this I hate she. Put your timer on. Okay, you know when you start.
You know, the way how y'all is make it sound like if I
Who is y'all?
I have
As
to say
one
y'all
person here.
because of the people that I spend my time mostly with. That's the y'all I'm talking about.
Light a candle and say a prayer. Sorry. Sorry.
So it's 45 minutes this gonna be.
I meant to say that. Wow.
You meant to say that in your mind.
In my head.
But it came out. Yeah. So this is the problem that most people are faced with.
Oh my God. Wow.
So most of us, right, we have a challenge. When we hear the word accountability, we don't understand that it really means that you're going to have to make changes in your life, right? And to just expand on that, that could be the main reason why you have not been able to find the right person for you.
Damn.
Because you're not taking those accountabilities that you need to and making those adjustments. So like, for example,
that's one reason.
Kalista's biggest challenge in life is just blurting things out. Like, we was just talking. So imagine if she meet a man that might be 6 feet tall, right? But he might have a little him inside that is a bit feminine. And she just says something kind of random. He's going to feel like 4 feet tall.
My track record in seeing what I need to see. Nothing wrong with that.
It does be off most times.
Well, yeah.
You want to call Anil?
Don't call that human.
And I just think of context.
What I'm just saying is that that's all right.
No, it's not. It's not all right. That is justifying your madness.
Oh gosh.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about. So this is what we're talking about. And this could be men and women. So it could be even in your girlfriend's group or whatever situation you want to look at it as. There's always going to be persons who are going to be offended.
In my defense.
By how you speak.
In my defense.
Be offended by how you behave.
In my defense.
What's your defense?
I let them go.
No.
Because I knew that they would not survive. So I had a grown-up conversation. I said,
so you want to know something interesting? What I've recognized, and I'm going to put it on me. I'm going to put it on me right now. What I've realized with myself, because to me, I was pretty much fine.
I like how this video going. Put it on you.
I was 100% fine, just the way I was. But through the years, I would have heard.
But you genuinely think you were fine?
100%. Just like how you genuinely think that you're fine.
I think I'm fine.
Right. But you're not willing to. It's a moth. Is it a moth or a mosquito?
It's a mosquito.
That is a big mosquito.
Get him. Like, wow, girl, what kind of... How you go and grab a mosquito like this? How you
get him? I almost got him.
How you go and grab a mosquito like this?
Girl, you never grab a mosquito with one hand? Just now.
You think you're Bruce Lee?
You got it. I almost got him again, and you make me miss him. So distracted.
He go pass in front of the camera just now. Don't worry, you'll get him.
Gosh, let me go for my whacker.
Kenita, your time going. All right, the timekeeper says your time going. Get it.
Okay, back to what I was saying.
What you were saying?
Shit, what was I
saying? You were saying that you thought that you were
good. So I think I was perfectly fine, to be very honest with you. And that was the number one argument in my marriage for a very long time. I couldn't take that I was changing. I was making the adjustments. And it was really frustrating to me because what I saw was I am letting go who I am.
I just want to stick a pin there. I'll come back for the pin and I'll justify the in my defense part. But go on, carry on.
Right. So that's how I really felt. And truly, it had nothing to do with the fact of me justifying who I was or justifying the fact that I am the only person that's making this effort in this relationship. I wanted a better relationship. Done.
On Pin the Pin, when I see the human that I want to change for and they present themselves, I will become as cute as a little bunny and I will say, but in the past, it was like, nah, you had to get rough up.
And this is what I'm going to present to you now as you picked up your pen. The man or the woman that you're looking for to build a relationship with in life, if you don't start making adjustments before you meet that person, it's going to be even 10 times more harder to make the adjustments when you're in a relationship with the person, because you're going to be comparing and contrasting all the time.
What will happen for me is my ovaries will feel it.
I hope your ovaries feel it.
The minute
because
I
for
put
most
the
of
eyes,
us, that doesn't happen.
No, it will happen. And I'm a witch, so it will happen, right?
Wow.
The minute my ovaries sees that human, she will be as cute as a bunny.
I hear
and
you.
she will keep all her intrusive thoughts.
But life is as such that anything worth having, you have to
of course
work hard for it.
Like, remember the analogy I was telling you about where the feng shui and the feng shui? You remember it? They don't remember it, but you remember the feng shui and the feng shui. Right? Perfect. Stay with me. You go and you buy a piece of furniture. This gray furniture. It's beautiful. You like it. It feels nice. This pillow is amazing.
I love where you're going with this.
Love it, right? You have to get it because it makes you feel so good. It's like a good reading chair.
Hold on to this that
you
she's
drink a glass of wine. You just feel at home in this chair. It makes you feel like all your worries just gone and you love it. But in your house, you only have red. And the whole vibe of the house is stainless steel and red. So how this chair going to fit in there? You have two choices. Compromise and change up the feng shui so the feng shui could feng shui in the feng shui, so you could keep the chair or send the chair back. And when you send the chair back, I promise you, when you sit down in your stainless steel and your all red house, you're going to be like, I really miss that chair. And I really wish I could get the chair back. And you might just go back for the chair. But when you go back for the chair, sold. Gone. So you have to grab life by the horns when you see that person that you want to be with and you know they make you feel safe and loved and respected. That calm feeling, when you find it, sometimes you might need to change some things about yourself so you can create harmony in the space. Feng shui and feng shui. That was my piece. Stick back.
Perfect. Because the truth about the matter is that when you find that person that you really do want to spend the rest of your life with, or if you want to start a relationship with, you have to make adjustments. And in life,
like for Kenita, she had to not be a crazy person.
Yes, I had to. But I truly did enjoy her.
You weren't a crazy person. Let's just be real. Kenita,
I was not able to process my emotions.
There you go.
At all. So once it all come out at once,
it can seem and present itself like if she's unhinged, but it's just that she never really knew how to navigate or communicate what she's feeling at the point in time. So you would just hear arguments and yelling and crying.
And I'll just burst out. Burst out. Things might be thrown, things might be pushed out. A lot of anger. And this was from my friends' relationships to even my relationship with my spouse. It is what it is. And even with my siblings. Because, like, for example, there was a time that Kalisa picked up a top that's for a suit and wore it. And I was upset about it. And she was upset of how I came and asked for it. And then she decided to take it off and then pelt it at me and it fell on the ground.
Some of us are left scarred because of that.
Well, you could just imagine what had happened.
She did busted my face.
Which I really am sorry about.
Yeah,
and up to this day, I'm so sorry about.
I gave her the silent treatment at that time and she cried. I was like, this is hilarious.
But then I realized at that time, Kenita, I mean, come on, you draw blood.
That was the first and last time.
That was my first and last time having a physical fight with her. And I realized that, okay, you had to work on this thing. And I started from since then. At that time, I was how old? Maybe 18, 19, maybe? And I realized, okay, I need to start to work on these emotions that I have. It started since then. So the thing is, you have to recognize when you're doing something that is affecting the relationship.
And sometimes if you don't recognize, you will be presented with a situation that allows you to do that. So yes, Kenita started doing it, and she recognized doing it, but the only time she made that actual step to a permanent change is when she got married and she wanted that relationship to work. And that's the situation that would present itself. It's like, yo, it's either you make a change or your life will change.
Yeah.
And for Kenita, of course, she wanted to remain married to her best friend. Why is she going to do things that will get him pissed off or riled up or feeling in a space where I can't even have a conversation with you without you getting that, off the charts? It's a little bit much.
Yeah.
So she had to sit down with herself. He didn't fix her. She did the work. And slowly I saw that it took a little time.
This year, it'll be 12 years I'm married.
It took a little time, but she's doing a good job.
It took time. It took a lot of time. I mean, there's so many times that there'll be times that she's in the house right now and she would hear Anil talking or something he's doing, and she could see that I'm holding it within me to just not lose my shit.
Because I would be like, whoa,
it's
about to go down. And then
I know for a fact.
And then she's like, so sweetie, tell me why that's happening. I'm like, who is that? That's not my sister. She would have thrown something by now.
It's a clone.
It's a clone. Conspiracy. But yeah, she would ask questions, because when he gets riled up, like we were saying in the other videos, it takes one to break that cycle. Now, I'm not married. I'm not going to talk on married people's stuff. I just want to talk on the fact of relationships in general. It's going to take one person to break the cycle and one person to be on that level of maturity to recognize, hey, it go and get out of hand. And once you can recognize it go and get out of hand, you need to be the person to stop it if you care about the relationship.
Yeah.
If you don't care about the relationship, mash up.
I really believe
you just go crazy if you want to.
I really believe that your life can make a turning point if you make a choice. Because you can't say that you want things to change in your life and you're not willing to make changes.
Correct.
So a lot of people have this perception that, you have to, the perfect man or woman has to be presented to you first for you to have a wonderful relationship.
No, you have to create the space for that to happen.
Correct. But beyond that, step out of the commitment of marriage or being a boyfriend, girlfriend. Just look at your relationships you have with your best friend. And you're just going to stick with a relationship with a best friend, because truly when you become married, I would personally say if your husband or your wife is not your best friend, what are you even doing?
You're basically roommates if you're not your best friend.
What is happening? You're just lovers at a time? You all cannot really share goals, have conversations, and laugh a bit. You can't travel together, enjoy each other's company and time. You need to have a friendship with this person. So let's take it to that point of when you have a friendship. I'm pretty sure you looking at this, you and your friend had it out multiple times. And there will come a point in time, if that person is no longer in your life, is because you set a boundary with them. You draw the line in the sand and you let that person know, if this is to continue, I cannot keep doing this. I love you, I care for you, but I can no longer keep doing this. I've been there. I have been there, like in a serious friendship that was so close, like a sister, and I had to make a choice. It does not mean that I hate her. It doesn't mean that I wish ill on her. It doesn't mean like I don't want to see she at all. What it means is I can't go back there. I can't put myself through that again, because at the end of the day, I know I am willing to make the adjustments. I started to make adjustments, but you're not making adjustments. Now, it will be a little different when it comes to a husband and wife and boyfriend, girlfriend, because, well, you have an intimate relationship with that person. So therefore, there's a lot of emotions that are flared. I want you to take the same perspective that you have with that friendship and pull it into the relationship.
The efforts.
And put that same effort.
Yeah, the effort that they make in the best friend.
Because
you have to put it there too.
We both know that the best friend conversation, it don't happen once.
No.
It goes on.
I know.
Sometimes for years, you are there trying to help this person understand how to communicate better with you and how you all should have an understanding, and you're going on and on about these things. And then it just takes that matter of one betrayal.
I mean, even further than that, for a best friend, you know what ticks off your best friend.
Yeah.
You know what behaviors, what their icks are. You have a note of everything, and you adjust your personality when you are around that
That's the
person
word.
because you want them in your life. The same thing applies in a marriage, I would assume, because I'm not married, as I said.
But you had to see it.
I just see it. And the same thing would apply in a relationship. If your partner tells you, hey, I don't like this, it's your duty, if you want the person in your life, to never cross the boundary. No. Does that mean that you can't mess up? No. A little grace must be given. But, oh God, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. When you're in a friendship, you don't cross the boundary because you know it will hurt your friend. So why are you doing that in a relationship?
So I feel like I'm going to give you a few things that I've done to work on me. You could probably research different ways because the internet is very broad right now.
One thing you should just do is sit down in the dark. Don't do that.
No, wait. No.
So she's sitting down in the dark by herself with a cup of tea. And that look like crazy people thing.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Because your husband will think you're doing witchcraft and we cannot let them know what we just be doing.
No. No, that works for me. I'm not saying it will work for you, but I'm going to tell you what works for me. You see, late at night when Cabo is in bed, Anil is in his bed, the house is still. It gives me the time to really connect with God in that space. Now, I make it that way. If you go in the dark with negative thoughts, that darkness going and creep into you, and you are going to go crazy. I know of people who have done it doing that in the dark. When I say done it in the dark, my head went somewhere else. But
wow,
yeah, that just happened. Oh Lord. But anyway, I know of persons that I have relationships with, their acquaintances, some of them are friends. They did try going at late at night with a cup of tea in their thoughts, and they say they start to hear all kind of thing. Yeah. They start to hear themselves talking back to themselves, and it's like,
it's a lot.
They said it was too much. They couldn't do that. So for me, this is what worked for me.
You see why I put the disclaimer up immediately?
I am not saying, and I'm not saying that whatever was going on with them is something, supernatural. I am stating what they said, and I was just like, okay, that's interesting. But for me, this is me. It works for me that way. I sit, cup of tea, talk to God. I started off sitting in the dark with a journal, and then as time went by, I no longer need the journal to really connect with God that way. I'm able to feel His presence, feel the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and really connect that way. It works for me that way. It may not work for you, but I just tell you. And I have conversations about everything that's happening in my life, whether it be good, bad, things that I've actually been able to overcome, things that I actually want to achieve. These are the conversations. The second thing that I did that worked for me is every morning taking me time. So I created time for myself. Yes, you have to spend time by yourself. You see, the first thing was spending time by yourself, and you was you and God. And then you're spending more time with yourself again, right? So me time now is just a quick 15, 30 minutes, even less, just to USA. Off of all devices, just away from noise, just you and yourself alone. I love to do it in the car. I love to do it before I start my work day, and that works. The third thing is I do my best to talk to myself in every single conversation, even when I'm talking to my sister. Because there are going to be times...
You talk to yourself plenty then.
Yes, you have to talk to yourself. So there will be times you're triggered. There are things that trigger you. And as women, we have our periods. And some of us don't have our periods anymore. We're going through the menopause and we're going through perimenopause. And there's all kind of different things going on with us, right?
Well, tie up your tongue there, girl.
It's perimenopause, right?
Yeah. Perimenopause.
Are you going through perimenopause?
I have no idea.
It's possible.
Possible. I'm over 30, so heck.
So whatever you're going through, hormonal, this is what will trigger a lot of things. Yeah. It could be somebody's voice triggering you. It could be...
She buy me a little dangly thingy for my cup. And I just walk from day to day, 2 little steps, and I wanted to mash up the cup.
Yeah, it could be just the person's presence. You don't hate them, but it just... you're gone.
Yeah, I feel that a lot.
It could be the radio.
Yes.
It could just be a children sometimes. And you're just like, okay, I just need you to stay quiet just for a bit. Just stay quiet.
I can relate to that.
I'm just giving you some of the things that might trigger you. You need to be aware also of those triggers, because
That's
if you're
plenty.
not, you have to be aware of all of them, because if you cannot talk yourself through the triggers, and I'm being
Okay.
very honest, this is where
Well-
small things turn into big things.
Well, I talk to myself when we have the when I say we. Oh wow, I just said we as in me.
That's okay.
Anyway, so when I go through go through that process, and I have the times where I get very overstimulated, I literally just
Right, that's you talking to yourself.
and
I'm not
literally
saying out
why.
loud, you know.
I ask myself, why are you this irritated? What is going on with you? There's nothing for you to be irritated for. And I'm like, do you need to put your hair up, sweetie pie? Put your hair up. What do you want?
What you have,
What do you want?
and you have to ask yourself.
And then I tell myself, back to myself, I just want coffee and chocolate. And then I say, well, go and get some coffee and chocolate.
That's great. And that's
So
what you have to do. So you have to have that conversation, because if you don't do the little talks between when you're feeling overstimulated, you're going to blow up. Moments of when you realize that you're getting on edge, because you are going to notice that you're getting on edge. You are going to notice as though things are just, you just want to be alone, left alone. You're feeling annoyed. That type of feeling, that is what causes small things to get to big things.
Damn.
And that is because you cannot control your emotion. Well, at least for me, I cannot control the emotion. So therefore, I just talk to myself, and then I just calm myself down. I pay attention to what's really triggering me. And I would ask if it is a person is just talking too much. Like, for example, today I was in the gym, and I was just talking a lot. And I didn't know how to tell him, because honestly,
you could have just told him, shut up.
My normal self would be like, I don't know, I cannot right now. Like, but that's going to make him feel bad. I'm going to make him feel like he's harassing me. He's bothering me.
You could have done that one time. No,
you saw his face.
All right.
So for when he noticed that, because what I did is I held onto the bar and I just made a big deep breath.
You said what?
And I said, what? And he already picked up that I was agitated. And then I told him, Anna, I just need to catch myself right now before I answer you. I'll answer you just now. I could have said what was in my head, but I chose to say the right words.
Definitely, this is a married thing, because Cassie did it today.
You see?
So she's on the phone, and I'm hearing Mr. Joseph. I have to say Mr. Joseph, because both of them, their names are Arnold. Arnold James, and Cassie's married to Arnold Joseph. So we clear that part, right? So
we're looking for another Arnold.
No, we're not.
Arnold J something.
Negative. So Joseph's on the phone, and he's asking valid questions. And because Cassie is overstimulated, she just woke up. She's angry because her towels hasn't been delivered to the spa yet. And she's like, yes, what? And he's basically on the phone saying, what happened? Did I ask? Did I say something? And he's trying to figure out why. And she's like, no. I'm just, yes. Okay. All right, darling. And as she comes off the phone, she's like, I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, he's just asking so many questions. But she really held it together.
But that is what you have to do. Now, I personally don't know if there are men that go through it as much as women, but I do know that my husband does have these flare-ups. Now, this does happen to him only when he's working and he is frustrated with the amount. Not on a regular basis. It doesn't happen regular. But for me,
I think for all women, it happens on a regular basis. Because it happens to me all the time, and I don't have a male human around me all the time.
Why do you make me like this, God? Why? But it is what it is.
You know the monkey that is sitting on the box is like, that's me. What am I supposed to do with all of these feelings and emotions and hormones?
Process it. It's called emotional intelligence, but you don't want to be so... Being in tune with your emotions is great, but you don't want to become in tune to the point that you analyze every aspect of your life. If you overanalyze it, you are going to become very paranoid with everything.
Another thing can happen as well, that you become so analytic on it that you become a bit robotic.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be a
And then
little
you
bit
put
scary
pressure
too.
on yourself.
Yeah.
And you're always judging yourself.
So it's not too like for the ones who overthink, because we know we have some overthinkers. Don't overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Just when you recognize it, just woosah and just do what you need to do to find your chi. For me, I just need to stop.
Also, talking to your person, you have to find a way to talk to your person at the right time and in the best way possible. And all of what I'm talking about, it starts with you. And this could be you being the man or you being the woman. It doesn't matter who it starts with, it starts. And when you have the conversation and you let them know, hey, I'm about to start this journey and I'm willing to make adjustments with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm on this journey making these adjustments, I would like you to be willing. You have to be very careful how you say it. I want you to be willing to be open and speak to me with respect just as much as I will speak to you with respect. You don't want to come across like I'm making changes and you're not making none. Because at the end of the day, your person is going to make the adjustments when he or she is ready. You cannot force nobody to do nothing, especially a big man or a big woman.
Yeah.
I don't know why in our minds, and I'm saying in our minds because I did the same thing. I thought I could change this man, but you cannot change no man. You can't even change a woman. You can't.
Not even that. If you're not
No, you can't change a woman, especially a woman that is very headstrong. You can't. No,
I'm not
No,
debunking it. I'm not debunking it. What I'm saying is that look how hard it is to change yourself.
True.
How do you expect someone else to just change like that on your command? Because that's how it comes across, on your command.
Listen to me. Some, especially women in relationships, it comes across as such as you should want to do that for me.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That expectation is a bit too high to reach for any person. And don't use the excuse of love. You're weaponizing love at that point in time. Changes don't happen overnight.
No.
Some people need support to change. Some people need accountability to change.
And you see what you just said there, support to change and accountability. So when I decided to talk to Anil about wanting to make these changes, we had a conversation about the things that we're just not going to do.
Yeah.
So I shared with him the things that I wanted to change, which was being verbally abusive. I wanted to change that.
Sorry.
I wanted to change standing up in front of the door and preventing him from walking outside.
Oh God, the confrontational.
Very confrontational. I am very confrontational.
The confrontational cleaner away.
I had to, because bet there's problems. The third one, when he says stop, is to stop.
I mean, yeah, you know,
that's so freaking hard. I'm being honest with you. It is so hard, and I know it's hard for a lot of women out there. But when he said to stop, and the list can go on of the things that I ask him to keep me accountable with. And when the argument flares up, bet your bottom dollar I'm messing up.
Yeah, you're not perfect.
And this is why I'm sharing it, is because you need to understand that it's not going to happen on the first try or the 20th try. You may have to take a whole year of doing this until you get really good at it.
But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your life partner you're talking about.
Correct.
So when you stand up in front of whatever podium or altar,
this is why I say it will be wise to change these bad habits you have before you get married.
That too.
Because if you do work on yourself before you get married or you go into a relationship, your partner doesn't have all of these things to be clashing against. It becomes easier now for the little things that become big things to be sorted out. So if a man works on his maturity, emotional intelligence as well, and so does a woman, when both of them come into a relationship and conversations come up, it is going to have the friction, but it's not going to be yelling, shouting, cussing.
I mean, you will get arguments.
No, you're going to get the arguments, but it will be controlled.
Yes.
It will be controlled. So it's going to be like how I argue now. So the arguments that we have now, and Anil is a man who likes to debate. Everything he has to debate, he has to make a point. So it will be more of I asking more questions while we're talking. If you work on yourself with the things that you know you need to work on and really focus on that emotional intelligence, learning how to regulate your emotions, man and woman,
I think that will help all relationships.
It will help every single relationship, because no longer now when you are flared up for whatever reason or you have a misunderstanding, it's not going to be your typical Caribbean household where it's bacchanal and it's all cuss out and it's, you understand, it's who want to pelt your clothes outside and it's all messy and you're putting your bacchanal on social media and it's all kind of craziness. That wouldn't happen. It's not going to happen because it's emotions that cause all these things to happen. You just want to do the person something to hurt them. Once you're able to understand where you're at, you can actually have a healthy discussion. Yes, get annoyed. Yes, you'll be aggravated. Yes, whatever you may feel at the point in time, but you'll be able to resolve it way quicker. The whole point is just to have a solution at the end. And most times, this is why communication is such a tough thing. It's because I'm coming with my traumas. You are coming with your traumas.
I feel also you don't have to take life so seriously sometimes.
All the time. But people do take it seriously. But the reason why that happens is because of what we went through and endured as children into our young adult life. So therefore, everything is a trigger. Everything affects you. Everything that person does reminds you of some scenario that you had to go through as a child. And you don't like that uncomfortable feeling, which I totally understand. At some point in time, I swear I'd married my mother. And I was like, yo, this is just too much. I just cannot take it. But when I stepped away from what was reminding me of being in my household about things, because we all have things that we don't like about our parents or our siblings, and it reminds us that all of us have that thing. Most times you find a partner that have similar traits, just like the people you love.
Absolutely.
And you grew up with. And therefore, if you never made the adjustments with them,
ooh, look at God's humor.
So at the end of the day, that is the realization I came to, and that's why I was able to make the adjustments easier. At
some point, you are going to have to face the things that you need to work on as an individual, because they will, if you want a relationship to last. Yes, but they will also continuously show up in your life.
Yes, because guess what? You'll never hold a serious relationship.
Absolutely.
Or a long-lasting relationship. Let's put it at that.
Wow.
But you have to. It's not to say I am the problem, you know. Because that's how a lot of people tend to look at it. So what you're trying to say, I am the problem. I am the problem. No, it's not to say you're the problem. You just need to work on you.
Because nobody's perfect. That's number one.
And once you start to work on you, the person you are in this relationship with, or the person you got married to, wants to be in the relationship with you, they have to want it.
Yes. Just as bad as you do.
If they don't want it, baby girl, baby boy, it never going to change. At that point, when you have grown and you have developed yourself and you have matured and you have realized that you are putting in the work
and they are not, yeah,
that person most likely was just for a season in your life, and you have to
and that's the hardest pill to swallow, because now this person is a big chapter of your life. You have now grown and they refuse to grow because they don't want it as bad as you do. That's when you have to have that deep and hard conversation. And a lot of times, part your ways or they change.
And a lot of times, and this is where they may not be able to accept accountability as easy as you may have been able to adjust and make those changes. And this is why you go for professional help in those instances. If they don't want to do that, you can't force them. Okay? Because I know you might hear all the changes I made and you might think to yourself and have some kind of hope that, okay, if Kanita can make changes, and Kanita could be in a happy relationship, and Kanita could see Anil making changes, and all these things happening vice versa, my husband wants to be married to me, and I want to be married to him, and we want to have a long-lasting, fulfilling marriage. That's what we want. And you're here saying you have to have the same thing. If it's not there, please don't try to force no man or no woman, because you will drain yourself and you will be stressed. You will become the person that gets divorced and starts to argue under people happy married posts. You gotta go, another one. I'll see you guys in 12 years. Or I'll see you guys in 20 years, because you're just bitter.
Yeah.
No, you're honestly bitter.
You become angry and bitter.
You're angry and you're bitter. It just didn't work for you. Why are you going and take the time to write that on any people post? The people happy. Let them go through life.
Yeah.
You going through your life. If you see it do you something, you can like it and don't comment, because you know you like it. Because you know you want that for yourself. And I feel this where we go and talk about women being envious against other women,
God, we read
I think that will be the next one.
It
That could
have
be
some
next
men
one.
that be envious too, we be seeing them in the comments.
We could talk about them
Them
too.
is a special
We could talk
kind
about
of
them too,
men.
but
So we just talk about it in general because
this is a tough one about women that I can't wrap my head around, and it falls straight into changing as well. You know, I have a lot of friends, women friends, that are talking to you nice in your face.
Yeah.
And then when you go and you line with another group of people, you find out that that same friend does be bad talking you. And you want to know about what is really happening.
Yeah.
Like, why is that even happening? And it all stems from these scenarios that I'm talking about. Not taking accountability. And I believe the reason why woman is woman's worst enemy is because we lack the ability to take accountability with our behavior. And that is the hard truth, the hard pill to swallow. So if you're looking at this and for some strange reason all the time, you see people happy, you angry, you failed in relationships, you can't seem to see your way, you don't know what's going on, please take my advice and make those changes. And that way you can be your sister's keeper. You can be a girl's girl. Because I know deep down inside, you want to be a girl's girl. You want to actually tell.
For them it's the reverse, ma'am.
No, it definitely does have. It does have
reverse. Women. Deep down, they do not want to be a girl's girl.
They do.
On the surface, they want to be a girl's girl. That's why they post and they share all the comments and girlhood and sisterhood and woo! This time, this I hate she. That's the true feelings you have.
But this is what I'm saying.
And when you have them feelings, you need to go to God and you need to ask them questions. Why do I have these dirty soul energy?
This is
type troublesome
Tanti
spirit on me.
Tanti, but that is what I'm talking about.
Send the executioner to.
But that is what I'm talking about.
Go and bathe in some holy water.
Because here's what. Here's what, you do want to genuinely be happy for that person, but it is difficult because you're not taking accountability for your behavior. You have things that you have to work on. You have gone through hurts. And because you're hurt, you just want to hurt somebody else.
She want to say it nice. I would tell you have a damaging spirit on you.
Oh, Lord.
And you need to go and take a bush bath. Oh. If you have that kind of mentality.
But most women are like this.
Yeah.
Most women are like this.
And each one of us, you sitting down watching this, you know to yourself that you had at least one girlfriend that stabbed you, not in your back, in your face. It like right there. If you are that type of person watching this right now and you know you have those thoughts that has hit you and you know you have left a comment or two underneath a woman's video or a couple's video, just understand that, you are the problem. And you have some work to do. And nothing is wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, are you perfect? No. You have some things to work on. You need to change the dirty ways. No problem, we will change it together. But just know that
go for the little handful of men who does do that.
Yeah. We know the men that does do that.
Nobody does take on the men who does that because shame on a union. Like how you could be so.
When the men get on, so I ask them what's their favorite color song.
Yeah,
but anyway,
like come on.
If you know you're speaking like that, or you have those thoughts, and sometimes it's intrusive thoughts, you know it wrong, and you need to do some deep conversations.
Khalees, honestly, I believe every woman that knows that she leaves nasty comments, or she is envious, or she becomes angry when she sees people happy. Every woman or man, but mostly women, linking it into changing is the only solution to you not feeling like that. You want a healthy relationship in all aspects of your life. But how in the world are you going to get a healthy relationship if when in your quiet time you have ill thoughts about people?
The damaging spirit I was talking about.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And I really just be talking about women with this topic in specific all the time because women don't like to change.
No.
Women don't like that word change. It's like it's poison, it's acid. How you could tell me to change? I am not a problem. Yes, you could become a problem. Just like how a man could be a problem, you could be the problem too. And half of the time, woman is the problem, because you're gonna have a good man home who just doing the do. He working. He may not be as romantic as you want him to be. He may not be doing the things he used to do when he met you. Oh gosh, okay, yeah. Tell him. Say, babe, I know I committed to you. You committed to me. We in this thing for the long haul, but I would like to go on a date.
Let me know what not to do.
Let me do a date.
You see, when you're scrolling on TikTok and you see the, oh, I waited or whatever for the perfect man, you see the man buying her roses and he holding her hand walking in the street. Do not send that video to him and say, well, you see that? Look what he does do for she. Don't do that, because you very well know at the end of the day, that couple have a tripod set up and they acting like the tripod not there.
Like, for example.
Oh gosh.
For example, I know what I have. I know exactly what I have. And I know how hard my husband works to provide what I have today and what we have together. At the end of the day, would it be nice? Like how I got flowers the other day, but I know why I got those flowers. Those flowers came because these persons wanted just to say, we are with you on this journey. We are here with you. We stand with you. It's tough. And here's this just to put a smile on your face. And honestly, it is very kind of them to do so. Now, it had some of the women, but Anil, you should, and you should, and you should, and you should. Kenita deserve flowers. Kenita should be given flowers all the time. Listen
if you didn't marry a man who was bringing flowers for you right through, you think you're going to do it when you're married?
So this is the point. And I've had that conversation about this with my husband. And this is why I'm telling you that if there are things that you like, there are things you want in the relationship, things that you would desire, you need to have a convo about it. And this was my husband. The conversation was, hey, I'd rather spend that amount of money and let us eat something, let us go somewhere, let us make memories, instead of doing that and then after they die. And I personally, showing love to you, that's not the way I want to show you love. And that hit home for me. Because, you know, we as women, we always say, everybody shows love in a different way until we meet a man who does show love in a different way than we show love.
You know, it is difficult. Did it say, but he should know how I want to be loved.
And it's difficult for us to change our perspective of things to see now, oh, he shows love with acts of service. I love the touch and the emotional things, and I love the gifts. So whatever may be your way of receiving love. Now, not because you just receive love like that, you have to get it like that all the time. And that is where you're trying to hold somebody at ransom for no reason. That's not fair to anybody, because you're trying to get that man or even that woman to become another person. How you want them to genuinely show you love if that is not their personality? You're being unrealistic. So for me, I had the conversation and he said, babe, that is not me. I would not go and get excited to bring roses for you. I would rather get excited, bring a piece of jewelry for you. I get excited, take you somewhere, surprise you. And honestly, when he does his surprises, I'd be so shocked that he's able to do that and he's with me 24/7. You know, how does he do that?
Because you just suck at doing surprises, Kenita.
Like, how does he even do it? But anyway, he's able to do those things. And it's always when I least expect it, it happens. You have to know the person you chose.
At the end of the day, you're not a magician. If you know you buy orange juice, do not put it in your fridge and then close and open and then it's pineapple or grapefruit. You buy orange juice. Okay?
Correct.
And you bought it because you like how it tastes.
But change the way you look at things. Understand that if you want a healthier relationship, woman, you have to change. And I also put in the dirty ways of women too, which is being wicked and envious against other women for no reason. I don't know why it happens.
Oh, I tell you, the damage in spirit, girlies have a damage in spirit.
And trust and believe, just because you have that type of mindset and that type of attitude towards your own, that is why your whole relationship is be all over the place. Because if you're telling me you just can't be a girl's girl with at least one of your friends, you don't want to be with all your friends, you know, just one. Yeah. You telling me that's so hard? If you can't be good with just one, how you want to be good in your relationship? So change. I know it's hard, but change. I don't know what we're going to talk about next time, but I'm thinking,
She's thinking.
I am thinking that while we're on the topic of changing, you want to talk about changing, like working on you?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Girl,
people forget that you have to work on you.
Girl, I watch a geek, a real proper,
So what you're trying to say, you want to be with a
geek.
geek now?
Hold on. He wants to get a little trim up.
Was he short?
No.
He was tall?
Yes.
You're sure he was tall?
Well, he looked tall.
In the camera?
In the camera.
And he was excited?
Yeah. He had his glasses on and everything, and he still looked real good.
Did you hear him talk?
No, he didn't need to talk.
Okay, all right.
He probably had a fine voice.
Well,
he probably had a fine voice.
We'll talk about...
Damn.
We will talk about the changes that we need to make.
But he looked good though.
With taking care of ourselves, because we have to agree that when it comes to motherhood, fatherhood, we just really lose ourselves. And then we just look at some people who have it together, right? And then we like, well, them must have it together because they have this, they have that, they have the other.
Right. That's what I look at all the time. So like you would see mothers, fathers, they let go because they don't have the time to take care of themselves, and you know it's not as easy. And then they look at probably on social media or even their friends, and it's like, oh, it's because they have this help, and that's why they could do this and that and that and that.
I never had help with the carbo. I only had help with the carbo after he stopped breastfeeding, because the carbo decided he was going to be exclusively breastfeeding. I just knew that I need to pour into me and give myself self-love. Self-love, because if I can't love me, how I go and love he? And how I go and love my baby? And how I go and love the people around me? It's going to be difficult.
We'll talk about it.
But we will definitely talk about it, and some simple things that you could do, and even skincare as well. Because it's not that challenging. It's not that difficult to actually take care of yourself a little bit every day.
You have any other closing words?
No.
You're done talking to people about changes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you doing the thing that you said
that I don't like you doing it? I did it, yes.
Okay.
Can't believe it happened.
I get real bad up before this video. I was just making a little geep.
Yeah, that wasn't a little geep.
That little geep. I was just making fun of the girls in the valley. And she get vexed with me.
No, because it's all the time. It's
all
the time.
You gotta work on your ways, your anger issues.
I do.